I'm Vinny Federa.
I'm Joey Lauricella.
We're Fodera Guitars, and we've been here in Brooklyn, New York since 1983. I was an art student. I was actually studying to be an illustrator. At one point, I accidentally stumbled upon a guitar building course that was being given in New York City. And during that period, when I was learning how to build guitars, it occurred to me that it was a wonderful art form, but it's the kind of art that another artist can take once I'm finished with it and can create their art with it.
When we started building together and creating the instruments, we always wanted the end result to be a rewarding end result for the player that we were making it for, or whoever was going to wind up with it. And being players ourselves, he's a guitar player, I'm a bass player, we were real critical about what we were doing to make it work. And we didn't want the instruments to wind up under the bed, like to be, oh wow, the instrument looks beautiful, but it doesn't do me good when I'm playing it. So we always wanted to create the beauty, but also the instrument had to have function. Everything had to work together. The end result had to be a rewarding end result.
Most of our clients are people who have other instruments, who've had many other instruments, come here looking for something special, made specific for their needs. And so if we can achieve that and make you happy, that's what it's all about for us.
These instruments, each one of them is like, they become like our kids. They come back and people say, hey, do you remember this? Of course I do. Something goes wrong with it. When somebody has a problem with it, it's our problem. It bugs us until we fix it.
There are many, many subtle details, lots of nuance in each instrument. And I think only a skilled craftsperson, as they're working the instrument, has a feel for it and can tell if it's right or not. So it's really important to me that a human being is touching the instrument at every step of the way so we can make sure that it's right. We do use some modern equipment, but all the final shapings of everything and the selection of the wood and the way we glue the parts together and the way we surface our fingerboards, that's done, for lack of a better term, in sort of an old-fashioned way. By hand, but it really yields great results when you have a group of people who are well-trained and who really care about what they do. The number one criteria for a great instrument starts with the wood. It has to be the best possible quality. And it's funny how, until recently, a lot of folks didn't believe it mattered. I used to be surprised that folks thought it only mattered with an acoustic instrument. But it really matters with a solid body. And so we strive always to get the best possible quality material.
A lot of the artists that we have that we build basses for, they turn around and they say, I don't want to have to think about the instrument. I've got to think about the music, especially this music that we're playing now. You can't be worrying about if your instrument is right or is playing right. A great violinist that's playing an expensive violin, they're playing that for a reason because they don't have to think about it. And I think that's what makes a great instrument. We love when we get a chance to talk to the customer. So when they place an order with us, we have a spec sheet that we read out in details. It's totally detailed. It follows the instrument around the shop till the end, till it comes here. When they get the instrument, when the instrument's finally finished and they get it, the customer opens up the case and he plays it. So, wow, this is exactly what I wanted.
And I'll tell you, one of the great rewards of doing our business this way is we've got a lot of wonderful friends out there.
Yeah.
Virtually everyone we deal with becomes a friend.
We get a lot of nice testimonials from customers, telling us how what we do changed their change their lives.
Oh, that's musically just incredible when we hear.
Really, we get these letters and these things. It's really great. It's a great.
It goes back to sharing, the creative loop with others. We kind of feel like we're in this all together.
We have a team of people that are here, all young guys. Most of them are all musicians. Laura in the front. She steers the whole ship, and it's great. It's a great. We're in a great place. We kind of created in 41 years a great iconic brand. I mean, the name got bigger than us.
Go figure.
Yeah, it did. It got bigger than us, but in a great way, in a really great way, in a friendly way, in a real way. People know We're real guys, we're not trying to blow
Well,
smoke.
that's thanks to all of our wonderful friends.
Yes, yes.
Really, truly.
You can tell by all the wine bottles up here.